his tried and true main. He's been playing this character since way back in Smash 4. I believe he's played Lucario. Why change it up now? Losers Finals, ladies and gentlemen, here at Fusion number 113. Small battlefield again, in case you're not tired enough of seeing this stage throughout this top 8.
At this point, I kind of prefer just over the fact that, you know, we're so used to PS2.
Yeah.
I mean, seeing a change of scenery, even if it's just for a 1 week, a 1 day kind of thing, you know, it's nice to see.
PS2? No, SBF.
No.
SBF. It's the new
SBF.
PS2. Sounds like a sunblock. But both these players in the SBF 50s right now, only a 3% differential between these characters right now. Tacking on a little more is Vivi this time around. Obviously, you know Lucario. You know the name of the game. His rage stacks with aura. He has that comeback mechanic built into him where the higher his damage is, the more knockback he does. Already damn near getting Jakal in the bubble off of that up air and only around the mid 80% that time around. So, you know, against Lucario, the analogy I love to make, I've been making it for years. Against Lucario, it's kind of just like you're feeding the meter against him. You got to pay off that like toll as quick as you possibly can. Otherwise, the cop's going to come and just put a ticket on your car.
Yeah. No, definitely. And I agree with the Lucario pick in this scenario just because, you know, Hero is projectile-based, a very projectile-based character who really wants to just play away. But now it's a battle of two brawlers. It's really just whoever gets in whose face first. And more often than not, you don't want Lucario to get too close to you. In most cases.
It's a battle of two brawlers, but both brawlers have really amazing projectiles in their own right. You have Wolf, of course, with the blaster, does 10%, a quick, the neutral is mine now tool. And then you have one that takes a little bit longer to charge, but is one of the most powerful projectiles in this game in the part of the aura sphere. Sort of a mini charge shot in that sense, but doesn't function exactly the same way. One that gets stronger the longer the percent is. And it's going to be interesting to see such a fundamentally based player like Jakal, especially with a character that rewards such strong fundamentals like Wolf, find the setups to be able to close out the stocks as early as he can, as that backer is going to be able to do it. Because that's just something you need to do against Lucario, man. As far as closing the gap against this character, you do not want him to be as high percent for as long as you can. If your character's got cheese setups, do not be afraid to use them.
Right now, it seems like Jakal's going to be able to even things back out. No extra credit damage being dealt on the side of Vivi as we are down to the final stock, both sitting at 0%. Nobody wants to make that first approach, but because they know when they do, they are going to get punished hard, and Jakal taking a quick 20.
Yeah, quick 20. You know, that is the funny thing about Lucario. I do believe as far as the actual like damage output he has goes, when he is under 30%, like when he's like a fresh stock 0, I do believe he's actually the weakest character in the game, which is just, you know, the funny way that they like to balance characters in this game. So only 20% off of that 3-piece is going to be Vivi into Lucario right there. Both these characters just swinging for the fences each other. There's that little neutral control button in the blaster right now. That is a quicker projectile that's going to do a better job at keeping him at bay at Aura Sphere.
Yeah, and now finally we're seeing the glow sticks coming out of Vivi, but it seems a little too late as the stock is taken from Jakal. And that is patented from Jakal. You don't really see too many Wolf players opting to use the up B as a kill option, especially, you know, when it comes to just reading your opponent and getting good call-outs such as this one that we see right here. Yeah, just any tech option was kind of covered at that point.
Basing, man, to understand that that was going to cover the tech options as well. The dollars to donuts, shout outs to Donut Boy, that I would have bet in that scenario that Jakal was going to down smash would have been too much money for my blood. But instead he's going to go for the one that's just going to cover every tech option as long as he not only times but positions it perfectly. And that's kind of just what Jude Harris does at this stage in the game. One game away from advancing to the loser side of Grand Finals, and not if this little 3-piece on Vivi has to do anything about it. 30% within the first 10 seconds.
Yes, sir. All right, 30% right off the bat, but nothing that Wolf can't answer back with a few blasters of his own. I mean, that's really going to be the name of the game. That's a good thing about a character like Wolf, because he doesn't have to really get in your face if he doesn't want to. And Jakal understands that. He can just lay back, wait for the approach from the opponent. The Aura Spear, one of the slower options, and with a reflector on deck as well, it's kind of like you can throw this as much as you want. It's not really terrifying to me.
Yeah, for sure. You know, scary is the name of the game. You see him going for that Aura Sphere cancel in the air. Lucario does have some crazy combos in this game off of the aerial Aura Sphere cancel. One of the biggest things they changed in this game as far as, you know, being able to just, you know, cancel aerial charge moves and stuff. That's pretty universal in this game for sure.
Oh.
Ooh, that's not the
overcommit.
That's never mind.
That's an overcommitment from Jakal.
Wow. Okay, you know, that was interesting. I thought for sure he would have wanted a back air by the ledge there, at the very least, more than just the first hit of the down air, but he made lemons out of lemonade.
And that's going to be the stock going in favor of Vivi, finally getting himself on the board with the lead, tacking on damage and trying to utilize that aura to his advantage until he loses it to an up tilt.
Yeah, you know, good stuff. Tried his hardest to just sort of like stall himself in the air, make sure like he can mix up his way out of disadvantage as best as he can. But all Jakal's going to be prepared for is, you know, just focusing on your positioning and knowing what moves his character has to hit you at the right time. He's got that young man reaction time, I should say. Ooh, wow, did you see that was it? Did you see like the F tilt just get totally stuffed out by the ledge drop right there? This guy understands ultimate. So many like, you know, lower level players as that back air is not going to take the stock. Get really frustrated on the platforms with the way sticky platforms move at this game, but the top players don't. They know how to work around it.
Yep. Oh, and I love that right there. Right there, the ledge hang coming out from Vivi.
Everybody gets one.
Everybody gets one. Indeed. And not going to get that aura spear to connect is Vivi, as Jakal fighting for dear life, not going to get punished. Usually Vivi connects those, but he's going to get the stock anyways.
Beautiful stuff. You know, putting that down air hitbox out, spacing it just so that the Wolf up B is not going to be able to hit him instead. Now it's definitely looking like Vivi's game to lose. You know, 100% differential, but this is good aura right here. One good aura sphere, one good falling neutral air might be enough to be able to just get this guy to damage, insurmountable insurance damage on the part of Vivi that Jakal's just not going to be able to make back up. So the ledge guard situation, that time not spacing and timing it right. Wow.
This could be crucial right now because now we are looking at a Lucario with no aura to work around. The damage output's not going to be big. The knockback's not going to be enough. But now, this could be Jakal ready to strike back if he's able to find a few conversions.
All right.
There you go.
Pressing there. Feeling each other out, throwing out the pop shot again, which I gotta say, fair, it's a back air, not going to do it with the tipper at the ledge this time around. I gotta say, Wolf Laser is definitely a really, really good neutral tool against Lucario, man. Like, obviously not as powerful as Aura Sphere, but it's a lot faster, so he's not gonna be able to get that Aura Sphere out in time if, like, they're just far away in the neutral with the ankles, man, crossed up. Even Jakal's shaking his head on that one. Might have not been exactly what he wanted or the way he wanted to take the game, but he'll take what he can get, man. A W is a W.
And this is huge for Jakal as he finally gets his redemption against Ram, the man who put him in losers to begin with. The man that probably not many people had on the winner side of Grand Finals to be heard, unless you're Padrino, of course, who has full faith in their boy and the Syndicate crew in general. And by the way, guys,